Now, I know how challenging it is to put together a capsule wardrobe because I struggled with it for many years, and I'm sure many of you have struggled with it too. So in today's video, I'm going to show you another method of packing with a capsule wardrobe called the 5-4-3-2-1 method, and we'll see if it's a good fit for you. So stay tuned. Now, I have been traveling with carry-on since the airlines lost my luggage on my honeymoon, which obviously really sucked. But it taught me a valuable lesson, which was I was never going to check luggage again. So long before there was YouTube with all these helpful videos and showing you how to pack, to figure this out for myself because there were no YouTube videos to teach me these things. So I tried out many methods and combinations of methods to find out the perfect way of packing. And what I found out is there is no one perfect way to pack because it really does depend on what kind of trip you're taking, because it depended on my destination, it depended on my airline's limits, and it depended on what I actually felt comfortable with in my luggage. And since the airlines have also changed their rules about the size of your luggage, how much it can weigh, all these other factors, so that's why I'm constantly showing you new ways to pick out a capsule wardrobe. Now, I like the 5-4-3-2-1 method because it helps me limit how much I'm taking without overpacking, and I can still get it to fit into almost any bag that would make even the most restrictive luggage weights and still make compliance. Now, obviously, you can adjust this method for how much you're allowed to take with you, but what I also like about not traveling with too much clothing is I'm not stuck coming home with a pile of dirty laundry, and I'm not trying to figure out what I'm going to wear each day, and I'm not dragging around clothing that I never am going to wear. So let's go over some of the fundamental basics that you're going to be doing when picking this wardrobe. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is check the weather. And when I say that you want to do this the very first thing, I mean the first, the second, and the third, because you want to check when you initially start to pack. And I would always suggest packing at least a week before you're going to leave. And I would tell you to even check the weather the day before you leave, because weather is changeable. And we all know that, especially in the shoulder season or this intermediate period, and you want to make sure that you have the right combination of clothing with you to match the weather where you're going. So always check your weather at least 3 days before you leave. So I've checked the weather and there's a chance of rain. So I'm going to take this packable raincoat. And if it happens to get chilly, I can either stick my sweater or denim jacket underneath this raincoat to keep me warm. And also in picking out your capsule wardrobe, you should be thinking about the activities that you're going to be doing. Is this a casual vacation? Are you going to be swimming? Do you have a fancy night out and you're going to need something nice to wear? It's so important for you to pick out a practical capsule wardrobe and not one for a fantasy vacation that you see yourself wearing all this beautiful clothing and then you stuff it into your bag and you don't wear it because it's not comfortable or you've gained some pounds and it looks bad on you now. Don't do that. Pick out the stuff that you would normally wear and you have tried on and you know you look and feel good in it. Now let's talk about shopping your closet. Now, if you're anything like me, you probably have plenty of clothing in your closet already. So you don't have to go out and buy anything. And I'm not telling you not to buy anything. I'm just saying you don't have to buy anything. And I'm sure already you have clothing that you like and you wear daily, because I know I do. And I would tell you to treat your vacation kind of like that. Think about the clothing that you feel good in and that you like yourself in and that you wear daily that allows for you to gain a couple of pounds because you might be eating on your vacation. And I would tell you to pick the clothing that you know that are going to be easy for you to put together so you're not stressing in the hotel room about what you're wearing that day. And when you're in your closet, you're going to be looking for pieces that mix and match well together. Now, I'm not just talking about basic colors. I'm talking about clothing that just works well together. So you don't have to be bland. You can take pieces that you actually like, but you have to make sure that everything that you're picking mixes and matches really well together. And that includes also your travel outfit, because that's going to be part of your capsule wardrobe, even though it doesn't make it into your suitcase. So now let's get into what the 5-4-3-2-1 method is and why I like it. The formula goes like this. It's 5 tops, 4 bottoms, 3 layering pieces, 2 pairs of shoes, and 1 extra item. Now, there is a lot of flexibility in that. So I'm going to be showing you my entire pack out for a European trip during the shoulder season, from everything that I put into my suitcase to everything that I put into my personal item. So now let me show you what I picked out for my capsule wardrobe. So here I have 5 tops, 4 bottoms, 3 layering pieces, 2 pairs of shoes, And obviously, if this is a sightseeing tour, the reason I'm taking a pair of sneakers like this is because I'm going to be walking a lot. And these sneakers have been on my feet before, and I know that they're good and they're comfortable. I also know that they're waterproof. So if it happens to rain, I know that these shoes will cover me. These shoes are for the more dressy moments, and they're flat and they're comfortable. And more importantly, they pack up small. And one additional item, which in my case is going to be a dress. Now, this capsule wardrobe that I built for myself is for a European trip where I'm going to be doing some sightseeing and mostly casual stuff, but I will be going out to dinner, so that's why I packed the dress. Now, if that's not your thing and you're going on a tropical holiday, pack that bathing suit. If you want to change up one of the pants for a skirt, go for it. This is not about copying me. It's about what you need and what you want. And if these items that I picked don't work for you, don't worry. The whole thing is staying within the method. You have to pick the 5 tops, 4 bottoms, the 3 layering pieces, the 2 shoes, and the 1 extra item. And that is what you should be concentrating on. And for my accessories, I have a white scarf and a very light topper. I'm also going to be taking as part of my capsule wardrobe the outfit that I'm going to be wearing on the plane. And I made sure that this outfit mixes and matches with everything else that I've taken. And also included in this mix is my emergency pack, which is the outfit that I have inside my personal item bag in case my carry-on bag gets gate checked. And I also make sure that this goes with everything else that I've packed, so you can view these as bonus items. So for this, I packed these items: a nightshirt, a pair of underwear, a pair of socks, a pair of pants, and a shirt. And it all fits into this compression cube, which will go at the bottom of my personal item bag. Now you can see how many outfits you can put together with just this capsule wardrobe. And obviously I am going to wear some of these pieces more than one time. And that's to be expected because you do that at home. But now you can see how many outfits you can put together and still feel like you're looking good in all your pictures. And this capsule wardrobe provides for enough clothing to go away with for 2 weeks, if not longer. Now for this trip, I'm taking my Quint smaller carry-on, which makes compliance for almost all airlines for size, and my Quince Transit tote because it fits so nicely on top of the carry-on. So in this packing cube, I have my 5 tops, and I still have more room in there, so I'm going to put in here my black cardigan and my dress. And I have my 4 bottom pieces in this compression cube. And in this packing cube, I have 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks, a bra, and a nightshirt. And that's enough to keep me going before I have to do any sink laundry. And yes, I did say laundry, and I mean light laundry. I mean, it's just stuff I can wash out in the sink. And I make sure that I pack stuff that is easy to wash and easy to dry. Now for me, that usually means bamboo viscose clothing or some synthetics that are meant to be washed and dried real easily. But for some of you out there, that could mean merino wool. I can't wear merino wool because I'm allergic to wool, but that shouldn't stop you from buying it. Now don't forget you can wear your clothing multiple times, and that's the benefit of wearing either bamboo viscose clothing or merino wool clothing, because it's breathable and it doesn't hold on to odors. But if you happen to stain up your clothing, don't forget a laundry kit, and they're really simple to put together. I have mine in this tiny little bag, and I can put this bag in either my suitcase or my personal item bag. It fits almost anywhere. And what's inside this bag is laundry sheets, and sometimes I take laundry detergent in my liquids bag, and I've even bought it on the road, so I have it in the hotel room. And what these are is little hangers that you can hang your shirts on or your underwear, your socks, whatever, after you've sink washed them. And they fold up really small like this, and they go inside this tiny little bag. And I find this to be invaluable. There are 3 reasons I find this to be invaluable. One is that they are well designed for doing laundry on the road. The second one is hotel hangers can leave stains on wet clothing. And I've had it happen, and it's ruined my clothing. And the third reason is it's always nice to know that you're prepared for anything on the road, including laundry. And you will have laundry if you're going away for a longer period of time than, say, 2 weeks. Especially socks and underwear if you're only taking 7 pairs of socks and 7 pairs of underwear. And you want to wash them out and keep them fresh. So I find that a little laundry kit like this is totally invaluable. Now, I know you might have some questions about this packing method, and if you do, drop it in the comment section down below, along with any other suggestions you might have that you've learned along the way, because I know I've learned an awful lot along the way from the mistakes that I've made. And if you happen to have liked this video or you learned something along the way, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, because that really helps out this channel a lot. So now we're ready to pack the bag. So on the compression side of the bag, I'm going to put my shoes like this. Now, normally I would pack it under here, but just for expedience, I'm going to show you quickly how I do this. I put my pants on this side, all the tops and dresses on this side, and that's this side of the bag packed. And I put my lightweight topper and scarf in here. And this side is done. Let's move on to the other side of the bag. On this side of the bag, I'm going to put all my underwear, socks, and pajamas, my denim jacket, my fold-up raincoat. And because I still have plenty of room, I'm going to throw in an additional bag. And I still have plenty of room here. Now, because this is real life, and I like to do everything in real life, I weighed the bag, and the bag came in too heavy. So I had to remove my jeans and my jean jacket. Now, the jeans I could put into my personal item bag if I want to take them. And the jacket I could wear on the plane. And that way I can keep both. But this is what I mean about being thoughtful. Because if you have weight restrictions, this could be a problem you could run into. But in my case, I don't. Now, you might have noticed, or not, that I didn't pack my additional bag. And that's because with this packing method, I had a ton of room left in my luggage. And that's what this packing method affords you. It allows you extra wiggle room in your luggage to pack all those other things that you might be buying on your trip for either yourself or for your friends and family, or both. So now that we have the suitcase all packed up, let's talk a little bit about the personal item bag and what you need for a European trip. Now, the first thing you want to do is put into this bag, at the bottom of the bag, your emergency kit, because your hope is not to need it and only use it at your destination if you want some extra clothing. So we're going to put this bag at the bottom of this bag. So let's talk a little bit about the tech you're going to need on a European trip. Now, obviously, if you have a computer, you need this. You're definitely going to need a power bank, and if your power bank needs this, a cord. Now, this power bank doesn't need it because it's magnetic and it's very thin. I like this one. It packs up nice and small, and so it always makes it into my bag. And you always need an extension cord because you never know where the plugs are in your hotel room. And you might need a cord to have the reach to charge your stuff. So this is a great thing to have. Now, this is a new Epica plug, and I love it because it packs up small and it makes it into this tech bag. And you're definitely going to need this because it acts as a charging station and also a plug conversion. Now, this is a plug converter, not a voltage converter. You can't use this for high voltage items, and you can't use it as a converter for your electrical equipment. So if your appliance doesn't convert to 220, you can't use this plug. But this plug can be used for USB-C and USB-A, and that's pretty much true of any of these plug converters. But I like this one because it just packs up really small and it goes into this little bag, and I can put it into my tech bag. The battery bank in here and all my additional plugs and plug adapters in here. This is all I need for tech for most of my trips if I'm not doing heavy filming. Don't forget your glasses and readers if you need readers, and I always pack an extra pair of readers. An umbrella because rain happens, and it really does. I mean, just check this out. This was supposed to be a sunny day in Portugal. Raining. All my hair appliances. And when I go abroad, I go with all my hair appliances. And what do I mean by that? In this pack, which happens to be part of the trip toiletry set, I have my hair straightener, my brush, and my international hair dryer. And yes, if you need to cut down, you can call ahead and find out if the hotel has a hair dryer. But I like this hair dryer because it keeps my hair frizz-free. And that's why I take it. My medicine. And in here is everything that I need, liquids, and for the airline comfort bag, and for everything else that I need on this trip. And I have that all packed in here and here. And I always pack this on top. You'll see as I go through this bag. And I really love this bag. I have to say, even if I change it out as my airline comfort bag, but in this case, because I happen to know the airline that I'm going on, and they do have a big enough seat back pocket for me to put this into. But I can always hang it off the back using the little hanging device here in the back. I like it also because you can hang it up in the hotel bathroom, because sometimes those bathrooms in Europe can be pretty darn small. Under airline comfort / things I can use is my scarf I can either wear or use as a blanket, my slippers for the plane that I use in the hotel room, and the blow-up tushy seat cushion because My rear end does get sore on the plane. I'm also taking my small crossbody bag to go around for my daily travels. Now, my husband usually takes a bigger day pack, so if I have anything more to take along with me, I usually stuff it in his day pack. But this is good enough for my daily travels. And last of all, my computer. So let's get it all into the bag. At the bottom of the bag goes my emergency pack because I'm not going to be needing that for the plane, hopefully. And also at the bottom of the bag is all my hair appliances. And my tech bag goes towards the bottom because I'm not going to be needing that either. Now I'm going to put my computer here on the side. It does not have a dedicated computer compartment, but it's a very well quilted bag. I'm not worried. I put my medicine and my glasses together in this little pocket here. And because I'm going to be using these both on the plane, I'm putting my airplane slippers / hotel slippers and the blow up cushion together in this little pocket here. I have a little dedicated pocket on the inside for my phone, my crossbody bag, my umbrella, because I'm hoping not to need it when I get to the airport, but you never know. So I'm putting it here on the side where it's easy to get to. My favorite scarf / blanket, and I'm going to put that next because I might need that immediately. And on the top, I'm going to be putting my entire tripped toiletry bag, which does have my liquid bag zipped into it, so I have easy access to it when I'm going through the TSA. And there you have it. One personal item bag, fully packed out and not heavy, including my computer. Everything in this bag is highly customizable for you. If you don't use a computer, don't take a computer. If you use a tablet, take a tablet. It doesn't really matter. It's about what you need immediately from this bag that you're going to have under your front seat. And also, something you should keep in mind is to keep your passport and all your identification and all your important paperwork in this bag and never put it in the seat back pocket, because so many people leave the plane and leave that stuff in their pocket. And once you've left the plane, you cannot reboard the plane to go back to your seat pocket. So always keep everything in this bag. Well, I hope you liked this video and this packing method, or at least you learned something from this packing method. But if you didn't like it, I have another video coming up with a totally different kind of packing method. But if you want to see 2 other videos on 2 different packing methods, you can check them out right over here. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.